What's going on, everyone? Goddrifter here, and welcome back to another The Crew 2 live stream. This is live stream number 16 or 15, depending on if I actually check my channel feed lately. But for now, this is gonna be number 16. Um, but if it turns out that I was wrong, and this probably gonna be changed to number 15 because, well, we kind of make mistakes sometimes. So is that anyways, this is literally a lot. Okay, so in terms of the motor pass, you guys had until a week until you can actually get, well, this beauty, the the Kachenko Ice Hunter, which is a creator's car. And okay, so for those that do not know, I didn't do the motor pass for season one because I kind of got bored with it. Uh, not to mention, I don't know what kind of car I would have gotten if I actually completed it, and not to mention, not all the cars were free, so there's that. Timeline. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Hmm. Oh, right, I forgot to actually, completely forgot to actually put the camera back the way it is. Um, Give me a moment. So, I'm going to take the remove delivery. Hmm. Ay, ay, ay. The reason why this is the only one I know is still there is because this applies to the um stupid livery design. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Nope, it's still there. Uh, well, time for me to recreate style again. Or I do have something in mind. Hmm. Let me see instead. I like this blue more. So for those that have played LA Rush, um, you might know what's. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Um, so right now, I'm going to recreate um the cover car for a very, very old game. Oh, great. Hold on. Okay, this sometimes happens. Yeah, it kind of happens like that sometimes. But I am going to be recreating a vehicle from a game a race game that was actually it was made by Midway, aka the developers that you not developers the studio that actually used to make they used to make a certain racing game known as LA Rush, which is a racing game that I somehow remember because everything good. Yeah, everything's good. Um, I just got back from the gym. So that's the reason why I'm a bit tired. So there's that. Hmm. Uh. Okay. Definitely not gonna pick any of those. Definitely not gonna pick any of those. Like what in the world? Um. Everything's fine. Just that sometimes. Um. I'm surprised I actually haven't fixed that yet. Which is not a big problem per se. It's more like if it was I will, if it had more time to actually fix the problems that it has, and I'm pretty sure it could have done pretty well. Oh, great. Now I'm just looking for stripes at this point. Okay. Menu. This is actually the first time we're done a livery. I've done plenty of liveries, but this is my first time that I'm doing legit stripes onto the car. All right. So I'm going to R1 and the right stick is freescale. So there's okay. So that's that. Ah, great. This is I this, wait no I wait I do believe that the oh great. I'm not messing things up. Hold on. Uh, I am not good at making liveries. Like goodness. I think that's the reason why most people literally just either they make their own. Oh my goodness. Um, right now I'm actually um usually um usually like not like a it's not like within the first hour, but it's more like if it was let's see literally like, when it comes to something like this I usually play by myself for an hour. Honestly, the first time I play myself by in an hour, but um, just don't be surprised if like you end up doing not doing races over and over again, but um, wait, shoot, okay, let me just copy that and okay, see, paste. Wait, duh, could just done 2D mode. Join, sure. Uh, I don't mind these guys join. It's just that don't be surprised if I'm not responding. Yeah, this is my first time that I'm creating legit stripes for a car from the 60s. Now keep in mind, the 60s is actually has one of those gems of American culture that most people usually grew up with. The thing is, I didn't grow up with muscle cars. I grew up with kind of something like a muscle car, but except um is a lot more different. Like for example, my brother is into Dodge and my dad is into Chevys. So for the most part, it's kind of like um well, okay, that's 3D mode. Okay. So okay. Oh man, this is gonna be a while. I apologize if it's gonna be a while, but okay. I Why in the world does the 1960s have to have ridiculously giant stripes in both the front and the back? I mean, a full-on stripe makes sense. Like that's a 60s thing, but come on now. Okay, that's two, three, and four. All right. See, take the time you need. Okay. Wait, is didn't have on the roof. It's a good thing I know my Camaros, cause if I didn't, I would. the heck's going on? I'm not even gonna bother what the heck that was outside, but that's beside the point. Um, okay, I do believe there's another stripe right here. Ay, ay. Uh, yeah, totally inaccurate, but hey, stripes are stripes. And for most of the cars, there's nothing wrong with having a stripe. The only thing you have to do is not mess up the stripe at all, and you should be okay, except for the fact that these type of stripes are a dime a dozen, to say the least. Oh, okay. What the? Okay, that is weird. This one's the only stripe that is legit white. The rest is literally just. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is it gray and the other one's like full on white? It's like, oh, transparency. That's the reason. Anyway, uh, time to go after the hundreds of the, not the hundreds, the hundred amount of cars I have, but still, I think I have way too many cars to have a hypercar. No, I am not doing. You see, yeah. Usually when it comes to this stream, I usually do New York first because, well, it's actually not that bad, dude. It actually calms me down. But somehow, this makes no sense. I'm like, no, I'm not doing New York. Because you're trying to get me to do New York, good luck, because I'm not doing it. Even though New York is the best way to actually get money, I know that for sure. But when it comes to things such as having, hmm, wait, hold on, 280. Let's see, this one. Okay. Sorry about that. Usually when it comes to like when it comes to things like it's like if someone I say they have a hypercar, I'm like, no, I'm not doing New York. I'm sorry, but no. uh okay. So yeah, 280 parts and I don't have a car. I forgot to buy this. This is the new. I know it's gonna be a waste of money, but I'm buying it anyways. I haven't. This is actually the first time I've ever seen the Renault Megane RS ever since '08, if I remember correctly, and that was because the USB Undercover has that car, and it was actually one of my favorite. It was actually one of my favorite looking cars, other than the Scirocco and the Evo 10 in that game, as well as the M6. But unfortunately, well, you know how M6 go. They don't have. They're not as reliable as people thought it is. No Megane RS. Um, just give a moment. There we go. All right. Yellow, red, white, gray, and black. Okay, so we have literally almost German colors, but I don't see a blue. Mm, we're thinking of having variety. I'm gonna go with the gray. With is that the only? Well, I can't believe that's the only little option. And there goes my 161 grand down the drain. I mean, then again, I could have saved up some more money so I could buy the Z4 or even a Mustang for that matter. Um, or even a Mini Cooper, which that's kind of pricey for a Mini Cooper. Uh, yeah, this is where I'm like, I'm pretty sure I do not remember Mini Coopers costing around 80 grand. Alright, let's see. Alright. Now, actually, this game does have their problems. Like for example, um, once you gathering cars that are cars once you gathering parts that are around 280, which is literally its max level, then you're just winning more parts, and basically it goes into storage, which is something I do not want most of my cars to do, and as to reach literally not critical mass per se, but wait a minute, hold on. I see red striping. I see some red striping. Alright then. Hmm. Does that? Oh, okay. We have a smooth white body. That's not bad. Um. Hmm. Okay, so the third one just switches out the entire mirror. One of them just gives a carbon fiber finish. Let's just give it a side skirt. That one's a smooth wide body. Um, okay. Oh, great. Hold on. So we have okay. Because in terms of wings, okay, this is stock. This is the carbon fiber option. This is where you want to be like the guys from Fast and the Furious, especially the first movie. And then, as you know, it's either the first or the second movie or third movie, depending on what kind of car it is. And we got some stuff you find on the stuff you find on Wish.com. Okay. Ooh, I do love me some blacked out taillights. Do not know why, but eh. Hmm. Okay. Time for me to match everything to the the interior and the wheels. So first and foremost, gonna keep the hood stock. Is the bumper actually gonna be changing? So that um means number 6 out of 10, 2 out of 10. Um, I'm thinking either the carbon fiber finish or gloss black. I don't know, but that's what you guys think. Should I go with gloss black or should I go with carbon fiber? Hmm. So I'm gonna go back to this because I don't know. Um, skirts definitely carbon fiber. Uh, my body. I'm gonna leave the wing alone because like that kind of ruins the momentum of not momentum per se, but it's more like it kind of um kind of ruins, not ruins the car per se, but it's like if I put in this type of wing and it's just not gonna fit because it's 2021, not 2008. Oh no, no, not 2008, 2003. If that's the case. Oh, I miss the underground days. All right, that's not bad. That's not bad looking for what it is. Okay, so I do see. Wait, much better. Okay. Okay, so it's. Oh, okay. That's a reasonable amount of horsepower. Basically around 509. Um, and tops at 227. So that's fast. So it's as fast as car. If you're talking hypercars, then it's pretty much it's between the Devo and the Chiron, or the Gemera, depends on the situation. Um, the thing is, drag cars don't count because if anything, they're not designed, they're built to be fast. Like fast and straight line, go grab a drag car. If in terms of fastest hypercar wise, that's a good question because well, a lot of my cars are kind of maxed out. Is this game worth it? Um, I'm not the type of person to actually be asked that. You have to look at the but if you actually like, let's see. Well, it depends on if you want to like it's not a grindy game. For example, like I literally just do like informational videos for this game, so that's literally like for example like which bundles to get and I started add to add um started to add bundles if you actually have crew credits for the game, so that way it will make more sense. But in terms of, in my opinion, um, I do believe it's worth it, but fair warning, you might not get all the cars because some cars um, are locked via Summit. So there's that. Like for example, let's see. Here is what's a good example? The Mitsubishi Evo 10, Red Fury, and Black Knight editions are both from the where from Cali. That's basically what it is. Um, so this game is very easy. It's easy in the right eyes, but it's ridiculously hard for people that actually started playing this game for the first time. Go to R34. Are they? Oh, right. The left-hand drive R34, which, keep in mind, is not realistic. But there are also some cars that are from the Summit that you can actually buy. For example, this High Octane Edition, which, keep in mind, this is not the Fast and Furious. This is based on the Fast and Furious, yes. But the reason why some here's the reason why the 20 car nobody in car zero regret. That is true. Like, for example, I regret buying this thing. I regret buying that car because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. It's like a Miata, but Italian. But it's lo and behold, the I, I, Alright, Simon. It's the if you wondering which one it is, this is the it's the Spirit R. Just and how I know it's the Spirit R is because one, updated headlights, updated bumper, as well as the wing and the taillights. There is an FC in this game, but it's unlocked. It's locked through not locked. It's not locked per se, but you have to in order to actually get the car, you have to do hobbies, and the hobbies is half easy and half difficult. Um, Half easy is basically simple. His friends is fun. Uh, I mean it depends. Like no joke, it's pretty much old NSX. There is no old NSX. There's only the new NSX. Um, but there is Honda, so there's that. Basically, there's the S2000, which um end up getting later in the into the game. So I'm like, okay, that makes no sense. Just letting you know, half of these cars are ridiculously pricey for what it is. Especially, for example, the Evo literally costs around 300 grand. That's a lot. That's a lot for an Evo, a good condition Evo. Cause I was already at the Evo for God's sake. And keep in mind, it's not just the Evo 10. There's the Eclipse, and then there's the 3000 GT. Even though this is the first generation, are you gonna tell me to like go to a certain JDM car? Cause for God's sake, like there's literally 370Z. There's a 370Z Nismo, which is not bad. Fairly Z. There's a GTR. So far, my opinion is on the F. Only 500k and goes 303 miles per hour. I have one of those. And the there's no Toyota. Like no joke. There is no Toyota in the game. Which keep in mind, that's not a good reason not to play it. Like it's like, oh, is the Super in the game? It's like, no. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna play. It's like, that's the stupidest. That's not. It's not just stupid. It's possibly the worst excuse ever not to play a good game. Like, no joke. Especially when it comes to people that love JDM cars. And it's like, okay, guys, there's also the Eclipse and the yeah. You're like, yeah, but if the Super's not there, then I'm not playing it. It's like, what? Not probably the stupidest thing, the stupidest thing to actually do in terms of starting at 50. There's an at 40. I know that for sure. Um, Ferrari. There it is. There's 365. There's a 458. There's a 488. There's a 599 double X. There's an 812 super fast. Enzo. That's Ferrari Enzo. Um, Yeah, there's no F50. There's an F40. There's the LaFerrari as well as the FXXK. As well, I do believe there's a. Wasn't there an FXXK Evo? Hmm, that's weird. I could have sworn there was an FXXK Evo. I can't remember. Um, never. Where's we see it? Maybe it will go there for it. Oh my goodness! Like for God's sake, I'm not just trying to window shop. I already have one. In fact, I already have one of these cars. Ay, ay. Best part about the Ferrari F40 is that it has two headlights. One on the bottom and pop up on the top. Oh my goodness. Ay, ay. And it, God, I see a Mini and I see a Y body. Hold on a moment. Wait, hold on. I'm like, wait a minute. I see Mini Cooper and I see it has a Y body. Is it a Lily Walk Mini Cooper or is it just me? Actually, it looks. Actually, that's pretty clean for what it is. Hmm. So look at what in the world? But no lie, I actually do. I do like the look of the Mini. Not. I say I do like the wide body Mini Coopers because I don't believe it has been done yet. But if someone is able to afford a Liberty Walk kit for the Mini Cooper, round of applause because that is a full-on. Because that is literally a car show material type of bike kit. And see, before I do anything else, let me just let me just fix the weather because for some reason I was in the pause menu for not just in the pause menu. I was in the menu for too long. It is to the point where it's like, okay, settings, environment. Hmm. Okay, let's see how. Okay, so okay, so I do see he has some carbon fiber bits. Um, those wheels seems familiar. Mm, wait, I remember. If I remember correctly, and for those that do not know 2000s wheel culture, these are known as Koenig's. Um, I think they're called. No, they're not Koenig theories. I don't know that for sure. Nor Blanton, since Blanton is actually a 7-spoke wheel, and in theory is literally it's kind of like this, but it's a lot more curvier. Um, shoot, let me look it up. Let me look up the wheel. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, great. Let's have to look at the discontinued wheels. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright. It starts with S, I know that for sure. Hmm. 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 I don't know what it's called, but I know this starts with an S. I know that for sure. Hmm. Okay, so either I'm looking up the wrong wheel, or I can't. Either I can't even find what they're called. Let's see. Actually, let me try something. Let's see. If it's not Koenigs, then it's probably Tensors. Okay, shoe fours. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Why is it so hard to find the right wheels? Hmm. Okay, I got a phone call. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Ay. Okay. Please tell me it's not raining anymore. Okay, we're good. Goodness. Well, I do need some cash, so I'm actually thinking of. Ay. Alright. It's time for me to do the hobbies thing again. Um, so I want to do these two because obviously they give you the most stuff. Another mention, it's a little bit more fun to use something that has never been used before. So there's that. Um, I am indeed going to be using a Mercy and Log of Just card, so that's for the most part, it's not a bad thing. It's probably not a good thing too, because I'm drifting around in an expensive car. Oh, great. There we go. Okay, I'll give you a look. It looks it's pretty cool to me. Ay, ay. Again, Aspen wants to actually drift the mess, just absolute mess out of this guy. Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, this is really difficult. You know, it's not supposed to be difficult to drift, but dear lord, it's difficult. Okay. That wasn't bad. That was actually pretty cool. Oh, great. Now it's actually going to get the same treatments as as the other car classes. It, uh, for the love of... Well, looks like looks like it's going to be a while to actually get the RX-7. And no, I'm not talking about the FD. I already have plenty of those. I'm talking about the FC. And let's just say that the FC is pretty much the only difficult vehicle to actually, you know, unlock. Ay, ay. Hmm. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot I actually had most of these cars dressed up in Fast and Furious cars. Um, I can't believe I actually have Dogzilla's NSX in this game. Well then, you know, hey, it's not accurate, but what can I say? Hmm. Hmm. Alright. Hmm. Oldies but goodies challenge. Oh my god. Hmm. Well, it's time we do something that I haven't done in a while, and that is the Southern Strip. Which, fun fact, when it comes to the beta of this game, I grind the absolute mess out of that race, and ended up buying my first car in the beta, which was a Lamborghini Gallardo. And let's just say that was probably the fastest car I ever owned in that demo. Oh, okay. Mitsubishi. There we go. Oh, okay. You're doing that challenge too. Okay.
3, 2,
This is gonna be interesting. Nissan versus Mitsubishi. Oh, jeez.
You're in first. Now drive like it's the only place you've ever been.
Oh, it's not about today's racing cliche. Ah, great. Hmm. Oh god. Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about one gun racing games. Now, for those of you who don't know, what kind of thing is a one gun racing game? Essentially, is something I made myself, and while one gun racer game is literally what it is. It's a game that takes place in the one gun, aka well, Japan, in around the Shinsengumi Highway, which was based off the 1990s Midnight Club, which, keep in mind, it was a real thing until it got disbanded around 1999. So anyways, what kind of game is a one-gun racer? Well, essentially it's kind of like this. When you pick your first car, you end up going with one of many vehicles. And depending on what kind of car, depending on how much the car is, it's actually is mostly interesting to the fact that the game itself is literally, it's like, oh, it's Japan, meaning I could do well, not drift, I know that for sure. And usually when it comes to games like that, uh, the ending of like literally the ending boss is very heavy and literally, well, it is what it is. Basically how do I say it? It's mostly due to the fact that the it's mostly the fact that literally every single time. Oh, my train of thought. Oh, there we go. So and literally, depending on how the game is, essentially they've given us more than a lot of vehicles to actually play around with, ranging from literal tuners to compacts to even Jaden Legends like the RX-7 or Supra to even cars that actually even foreign cars. Well, for us domestic, which they give us some domestic favorites like the Dodge Viper or Chevrolet Camaro or a Ford Mustang for that matter, or even a Trans Am. Um, there are other vehicles such as Dodge Chargers, Dodge Vipers, um, yeah, Dodge Chargers, Dodge Vipers, Ford Mustangs, Ford GTs, Chevrolet Corvette, Chevrolet Camaros, Dodge Challengers, and many, many more. What the heck?
3, 2,
Alright,
1.
there are many reasons why a lot of people like these sub games. For me personally, I like them because, well, it's different. Like, unlike, well, unlike your everyday Need for Speed or Forza games, games such as Manga Midnight Maximum Tune or even the Tokyo Streamer series, they're difficult
You're
games.
on time, right where you belong.
And keep in mind that the only way to actually get more faster is legit buying more parts, which in turn can actually benefit for what you actually need to do. And it's not like the Crew 2 either, where you actually were given parts every single time you actually win a race. Oh jeez, sorry about that. Oh jeez. Oh god. Alright. God, this car understeers like. Okay, that was a pretty close race, that was that for sure. I think you're doing. I just thought about, I'm like, maybe you should do a different race this time. Um, maybe, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, so many parts. Um, but yeah. Yeah, the one gun. The Wanga Midnight series actually was inspired by Midnight Club. So, for the most part, the actual reason why a lot of people, oh god, thank you. All right. Um. Hmm. Huh. Harlem. I haven't done Harlem in a while. Hmm. Sorry guys, we're actually gonna be doing this one by myself. Like it's not, it's just one race, so it should be fine. Um. Anyway, the actual reason why a lot of people want is in fact the reason why a lot of people want what a lot of games take place in Japan is because of how many cultures there are
3,
in one spot.
2,
Uh,
1.
Stance cards, oh that's there. Why show cards, that's there too.
Give it a little goat juice.
Uh, the Itasha, yeah, excuse me, the Itasha car scene, oh that's there too. Oh, what else is there? Oh, there's also RWBs, Rocket Rally cars, Liberty Walk cars, and many, many more. Oh, especially because of the Shokotan and Bozozoku cars. Dear Lord, there's so many of those. Yeah, you see, in fact, um, at one point, the U.S. and Japanese, the Americans and Japanese actually traded car cultures, where, where, even though we all love also some Japanese legends, um, the Japanese actually like our 1960s American cars. And the reason being, well, low rider culture, which actually is something that most people usually grew up with. Well, most people. Otherwise, they're like either because yeah, when it comes to those type of vehicles, they either love them or hate them. Either way, it's one of those cases where it's like, oh, okay, that's actually not bad. Um, Anyway, so there are pros and cons of making a one gun racer. The pros is that um, you don't have to do much. All you need to do is just make a Chitoga Highway type spot, not spot per se, but it's more like if you were given a chance to actually make your own one gun related type game, most people will jump in and be like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of races, there's gonna be some cops, and there's gonna be a lot of cars, especially when it comes to customization. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. And if that all happens, that's also gonna be a con as well, due to the fact that if you add too much customization to a lot of your cars, that means everyone's gonna get bored of it, and that game will have been known for it to be and literally a um, this is what I like to call a, well, the shoot, what was it called? I know what it's called, but oh, I remember now. It would have been known as Customization Simulator, or it would have been S-Tuner on console. That's basically what it would have been called. Uh, anyway, so that's it for now. Um, actually, speaking of what's that called? Speaking of so much customization, today's vehicle history, we're gonna be taking a look. Oh, excuse me. Today, we're gonna be taking a look at well, the 86. For those that are wondering, okay, why in the world do I want to know about the 86? Because not only there are like 3 generations of these cars, but since there's a new 86/BRZ coming out soon, I basically gonna be telling you guys these about how those cars look. Anyway, so for those that do not know, and it may be true, but for those I'm wondering, okay, why? I got caught anyways. Uh, anyways, without any further ado, time for me to talk about this car. Alright, so the 86 literally started around the 1980s. Destination AE86, basically the chassis level, not chassis level, the chassis code for the Torino 11, and the same exact chassis design can also be found in the Toyota Corolla. Well, except for the fact there are 2 problems. One, it wasn't known as the 86 in the US, it was known as the 88. I wouldn't say it's as technical as the 86, but the car is still a beast, either way. Um, and and literally, the same thing is that the vehicle didn't came with a 40 GE. In fact, it came with the same engine that can be found in the Camry, but just detuned. Hmm. All right. So yeah, for the most part, the 86 was around from 1983 all the way to 1988. But the reason why this car is important is because of one show that actually showed out its true potential, aka Initial D, which most do not know is actually a show about a guy named Takumi who actually drifts around in an A86 Sprinter Torino, a pop-up headlight version of, and especially, now these cars came in two variants. One with the pop-ups, I speak today. The pop-up headlights one is known as the Sprinter Torino, while the one with fixed headlights was known as the Corolla 11. And you can actually get either a manual or automatic version of those, and you can also get them either a coupe or a hatch. Basically, it's a 3-door hatch, or it's going to be the 2-door coupe. That's basically how that works. So anyways, now, what the A86 is known for, well, let's start. Oh, snap. Okay, it looks like Gabby actually, Gabby was AFK, and he said he said he's gonna be right back, so, I don't know what happened, but all I know is that they probably, logged him out for inactivity, which sometimes something might happen. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, weird. Oh geez, the frame rate. Man, from 60 to 30 real fast. Is it good? Oh jeez. Like, hopefully it doesn't turn into the GTA Sky Pretty Cool, where literally literally the more you get into the actual game, the more you get into the heist, the lower the frame rate gets. And it's so bad. It's like, oh my goodness, the frame rate. Why is the frame rate so bad? Anyway, so really right after, and this is really good right there, right after so many years. In fact, it took 3 decades until they decided to actually decide to actually give us a new, well, a new car to actually don't have that. This is what was I saying? Oh yeah, but yeah, for the most part, it took 3 decades to actually design the new Toyota GT86 slash Subaru BRZ slash Scion FRS. And here's a fun fact: Subaru wasn't on board with making a 2-door sports car, because less than they make one of those, something bad happens. And for those wondering what that vehicle was, it was the SVX, which, keep in mind, at the time, most people don't understand how that car works either. So what do you do when you try to actually so in all seriousness, this actually was the first time the Scion FRS was given a rear-wheel drive format, while most of the Scions back then were front-wheel drive and or all-wheel drive, due to, well, half the vehicles being half camera and all, but that's beside the point. point is the fact that very heavy and literally these guys that actually had an FRS has to just turn them into show cars. So bad, Devo. I'm so sorry, Devo. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. But yeah, most likely, depending on which one you get a 2-liter box, 2-liter boxer motor, which made around 205 horsepower. Which, keep in mind, is because it was a 2-liter naturally aspirated 8.6. Which, guess what? The older 8.6 was naturally aspirated, and not to mention, even though the car came as a naturally aspirated, um, some of the DNA of that car was based off the Corolla 11, which for some reason is naturally aspirated but has turbo tuning. Which, keep in mind that is for 2-liter impossible, and not to mention I probably got that from the Players Humorous game. Anyway, so how did the car do? It did pretty well in terms of sales, especially. Oh, excuse me. Especially when it comes to both the BRZ and the FRS. But here's the thing. Everywhere else it was known as GTA 6, but for us, we were given this an FRS. The reason why we got the A6, why we ended up getting the A6 in the later part, in the later part of the decade, is because Scion discontinued around 2016 because no one was buying the cars anymore. In fact, most people probably, in fact, the only reason why people like to buy Scions is because they're ridiculously cheap. They're basically run-of-the-mill, they're run-of-the-mill econo boxes that actually has given us more than a lot of customization they do. But for some odd reason, a lot of people just love pinning up the GTA 6 / BRZ / RF / FRS against things such as a V6 Camaro or a V6 Mustang, a Nissan 370Z, a BMW M3, well, not the E19 model, I don't know that for sure, as well as many, as well as the, sometimes the Evo 10 and everywhere else. But you guys have to keep in mind that they're putting they using all those cars, to be, because they're like, oh my god, the car's too slow. But keep in mind that the GTA 6 is an entry-level sports car. That's basically what it's meant to be. It's a sports car that is literally cheap, and you can actually track it and have fun. While many other vehicles actually end up not using most of the horsepower in the track. Same goes, like I said, you use all your horsepower on the track and you'll still have fun, especially when it comes to sliding the absolute mess out of it. But what the FRS, GTA 6, BRZ had in common is the fact that those three has a giant, and not giant, that car has a Titan for aftermarket support. ranging from bike kits, hoods, bumpers, side skirts, kits, bumpers, hoods, fenders, wings, uh, turbos, air intakes, audio, and a whole plethora of lists more. In fact, the car itself is so customizable that it was actually one of the oh, okay, that was interesting. Well, like either way, it was pretty interesting to say the least. Who in the right will actually want to get rid of the FRS and got a GTA 6, which unfortunately, they signed FRS. Have the sign FRS had ran from 2013 to 2016, with basically that being the last year of the sign FRS, to the fact that it discontinued a couple of months after. But don't worry, Zion will still live within our hearts and in our heads as the 2000s to 2010s show car material type mess. Anyway, so around 2017 and, well, from 2017 to 2020, well, 2017 to 2021, we were given the facelift for the GTA 6 and the Subaru BRZ, which I actually do like the look of. And for those that do not know, I just love angry looking cars. Sonic GC, loved it. Evos, loved it. Nissan Skyline R34s, loved it. Lamborghini Aventadors, loved it. Lamborghini Murciélagos, loved it. Especially the GTA 6, I absolutely love the mess out. Heck, even the Scion TC was a favorite of mine. The reason why I liked the Impala, because it was literally a childhood car. Same goes with the RX-7. I do believe, and also the Accord, because that's like my dream first car, which is not a bad idea to actually get. Anyways, so in terms of what brands that the cars are given, there's base, and then there's the premium, and then there's also something known as the limited, which is kind of a premium, kind of like the premium, except they're given special alloyed wheels, which obviously give us more, well, not stability, but more like they give us a lot more stuff. And then there's and then for those that don't know what this trim level was, I saw in the LA Auto Show, and it was pretty interesting. It was for Subaru. It was the Subaru BRZ TS. Basically, it was literally tuned, or well, the one what the TS stands for is tuned by STI, or Subaru Subaru Technical Industry. That's basically what it stands for. And those that are wondering, what about the A6? Well, it was given the TRD treatment with the so literally it was known as the Toyota GT86 TRD edition, which came with blacked out wheels, and not to mention it came in Raven black, along with a special striping that's going through from the window to the door, and well, yeah, there's that. Anyways, so next year we were supposed to be given the 2022, uh, 2022 GR86 slash Subaru BRZ, and but we're wondering, okay, is there between the first generation and second generation? Well, technically, it would have been known as the third generation, but a lot of people forget about the 886. So, for now, I'm still gonna call it the second gen because it's pretty much the same like the other one. But for those that are wondering that one's called the third gen, you can go right ahead. Just don't bash me in the comments. Anyway, so the second generation Toyota 86, well now known as the GR86, and the Subaru BRZ were both given 2.4 liter boxer fours, which it is still not too aspirated, but it made 24 horsepower more. So we went from 205 to 220. So 204 to 228. Which, keep in mind, that is like a giant jump from one to another. Listen, if anything, it's pretty much gonna be well, also, I can't wait till they actually give us more stuff to actually mess around with. But in terms of the design, I do like how literally the 86 and the BRZ looks. The BRZ I gotta get used to because, well, obviously the front end is based off of the first generation, while the 86 is based off of the Scion FRS and the Toyota 86, which it's like BRZ has smiley face, GR86 has angry face. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, and along with that, it had lightweight alloy wheels, and not to mention, it is one of the many cars I know that you can actually get a turbo on the car as an option. Well, it literally will bump up to these around at least 20 more horsepower. So if you think about it, Subaru Direct STIs usually came around with 300 horsepower, which around the 90s, that's something that's unheard of. But with the right amount of stuff added to the car, maybe most people will think that the car may be fast after all. But unfortunately, a lot of people keep on forgetting that the GR86 and the Subaru BRZ are and literally considered entry-level sports cars. So what else I like to compare those cars to the M2 or the M series cars like the M2, the M3, especially the M4, Mercedes C300s, or even cars like the IS300, which, keep in mind, it's one of the newer Lexuses. Don't at me. And not to mention, these cars are meant to be used, and not to mention the aftermarket. And keep in mind, the competition for the GR86 is the Mazda Miata, and not to mention the 22-year-old Honda S2000. Like, it's a new car that most people would prefer. Anyways, that's today's vehicle history. What do you guys think of the GR86? Do you think it's gonna be worth it in the long run, or is it going to fall to the edge of the earth? Because I do not know. Anyway, so the next 5 minutes I'm going to be talking about a blank in a nutshell, and well, today's live stream, I'll be talking about, well, this game. Well, this series specifically. So, um, yeah, there's that. Okay, I do like driving around the Devo, but dear lord, I miss my Bentley. Hmm? Oh, I get it, cause I visited not the warehouse, but visited the White House. That's interesting. Um, hmm. Rally cross events with a Ford or a Citroen. Minute rally raid event in a bike. Or Fireboys events with a Vector or DCB. West American or what Titus? Wait, what's North? Wait, unless North American is that Eagle. Yep, a North American Airs. Goodness. Okay. And Latatis. Oh, it's these planes. Okay, that totally would have made more sense. Hmm. Um. See. Citrion. Ah, found it. That's what it is. Okay. Citroen C3 Racing. Well, I got Focus. Oh, it's not Focus. I think it's a Fiesta, if I remember correctly. Let's see. For Fiesta. For Fiesta. Should we, right? Hmm? Oh, great. No, wait, never mind. I actually just skipped it by accident. Also, fun fact. Um, this vehicle you see here, in the beta, it cost $10. This is like I think it was a bug that you end up getting this car for end up getting your first ride vehicle for free. Um, but yeah, Ford Fiesta, not bad at all. Hmm. All right. Ski Jump Valley. Okay, that's unheard of, probably. Inspection Lancer WRC05. Oh, I forgot. I forgot I dressed up that car as Brian's Lancer because it was legit the closest car to actually get that sort of look. Ford Fiesta. There it is. Oh, okay, so it's been. Alright, so today's in a nutshell, I'm going to be talking about the Crew 2. Wait, no, it's supposed to be Cello Games, my mistake. Um, so the Crew 2. What the? What the heck?
Three,
Okay, that was weird.
two,
Like, why is the. That makes no sense. Why is that all the way over there?
Show that bike who's boss.
Um, oh, I actually do have a good one. Um, so today's, in a nutshell, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about Midnight Club. Well, specifically, not the entire series, but I'm gonna talk about, well, it's not, I have to make some rules around them, but, yeah, so I'm only going to do one game per, well, yeah, one game per stream, so that's literally, that's basically what I'm going to do. Anyway, so today I'll be talking to you guys about, and to be more specific, Midnight Club 3 Double Edition Remix. Now, for those who do not know, Midnight Club 3 Double Edition Remix is a re-release of the critically acclaimed Midnight Club 3 Double Edition. Midnight Club 3 Double Edition Remix actually added 24 more cars, so it went from over 60 cars to around at least 84 cars. And not to mention, the soundtrack ended up went from a whopping 90 songs to over around 100 songs. Keep in mind that Need for Speed Carbon's soundtrack was around at least 30 to 36 songs. Well, 40 if you count the scores, got the song scores around the racing. Anyways, sorry for the delay. Well, you end up lagging out in the end of it, so it's fine. You're not lagging out. You end up being logged out due to inactivity, so there's that. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So,
3,
um,
2, 1.
so anyways, it's time for me to talk about so one thing I'm gonna be tackling 5 things about the Club. Basically, the locations, the cars, and not to mention, let's see, locations, cars, customization, story, and not least, the summary. So, let's get started. Alright, so, in terms of Midnight Club 3, this is the only Midnight Club game that actually takes place in the US, and in around 3 areas specifically. Well, not 3 areas, 3 states specifically. But, one of which is actually San Diego, which is supposedly where Rockstar San Diego is placed. Well, in San Diego, because why not? And not to mention also is the birthplace of the tuna, well no, it was tuna culture that was born, not the tuna scene, because the tuna scene was born around LA. The second one, the second place being Atlanta, with the craziest customization that has ever done to any car specifically. For example, giant trucks with giant rims, slam trucks, and many, many more. And last but certainly not least, Detroit, the birthplace of the automobile, and well, also the birthplace for the multi-car culture. Anyway, I have to rate those. If I have to rate those areas based off of my experience alone, San Diego. I'm gonna give San Diego a 8 out of 10 since I've been to San Diego before. Dear Lord, it was ridiculously accurate for what it is. Range from the San Diego Zoo to even the pier, which, keep in mind at the same time, it was, well, oh god dang it, not again. Please don't be a raid. Please don't be a raid. I swear. If there's a stinking raid coming up, I'm like, oh no. I already know what that means. I'm like, please don't be raid, because sometimes this always happens. I'm like, oh god, please don't be a raid. Please don't be a raid. It's already like I'm already traumatized of what the heck just happened. Ay, ay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, single it gets an 8. Um, I was wondering, okay, what about Atlanta and Detroit? Detroit, I gotta give that a 6, cause even though it's actually a little bit more interesting than the latter, unfortunately we ran into more problems than well, in terms of what kind of sales contracts we were doing was most most times it's kind of like they give us something and it's either they give us too many tight corners or the the actual checkpoints makes no sense whatsoever. Atlanta, I'm a bit biased in terms of Atlanta because I never been to Detroit, but I never been to Atlanta before, so that's basically what it is. Anyways, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna give that mess a. I wouldn't give it. I'm not gonna give it a low score. I'm not gonna give it a high score either, because for me, Atlanta was easier than San Diego. Yeah, for some reason they give us. I forgot how many races in that, but either way, they give us more options to actually use than um yeah, they give us more stuff to it was more to do than ever. Anyway, um I love this GT. um anyways, in terms of the cars, um the cars are pretty much they're diverse by car class and group. So, for example, let's say you're in the Mitsubishi Eclipse. That car is a D class Group 4 vehicle, and great. Hmm. Island Park. No, that's not it. Town. Ay ay ay. That's not. Station. Wait, north of Detroit. Wait, hold on. So let's see. Hmm. So north, south, east, west. So that's north of Detroit. So that means supposed to be a garden here. Oh great. Oh great. Let me look up where it. Jeez, my phone's hot. Anyways. Um. Let's see the crew 2 Weeks. Wings foot up. Okay. Alright. Oh great. Looks like to Load the location. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Well, guess I know where to go. Oh my god. It's right here. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're driving there. Anyway. The reason why, um, the reason why they use real cars instead of, well, made up cars, because, well, if they want to, if they want to compete against, well, their rivals in EA, basically, EA with Need for Speed, they had to figure out most, not how most games work, but basically how how car culture has evolved from that of the tuner scene to literally have, literally have, literally have a bunch of stuff in there. Hey, welcome to the live stream. Um, Basically, it turns out the car culture is literally, has. So I don't like this. Thank you. All right. Thank you for subscribing. Which oh god dang, I lost track. God dang, I lost track of what I was saying. Oh yeah. In terms of the 2000s car culture, it literally have as much crap in your car as possible. Like, even the simplest of cars could have, well, too many things inside the interior. Like, for example, game systems, speakers, subwoofers, amplifiers, um, monitors. Like, it's it's kind of like it's kind of like Pimp Ride actually predicted this. It the heck? Oh, using a plane. Well, I'm driving there, so that actually gives me a sense to talk about what to talk about. Anyway, so oh god, ow, I'm okay. Alright. Um, so, do not look behind you when you actually try to figure out what the heck just happened to one of your crewmates. Alright. Oh crap. Alright, we're good. Good. Alright. So I finally here. Under the bridge? How is that even? I yeah, just teleports me. That's all I had to do. You know, like, well, I gotta wait till my car self heals, and yeah, I think I should be good to go. And that's and ladies and gentlemen, this is part of the reason why I do not fly planes. Things like this kind of happens. Well, sometimes. Oh, great. Are you literally stuck in the bridge, or you're... Jesus Christ. I can't see your plane, what the heck? Just teleport to me, that's all I had to do. Wait, unless... Wait, let me see where you at. Oh, shoot. Guys, I John the GTR. Can't? Wait, just reset. That's all I did. Wait, oh, it can't reset, which... That's probably a weird thing to happen. Oh. Still? Well, you're not stuck in the bridge. You're. Uh. Alright, hold on. Oh my god, he has the Z tune. Not gonna lie, this feels like a car cinematic. Alright, take the light. Take the. Yeah, take that turn right there. Okay. Now, like, wait, it's north of Michigan, it's north of Detroit. And, like, wait, what's north of Detroit? And it turns out, oh, there's this really nice mansion with a winged statue. Alright. Wait, actually, hold on, hold on. Oh, god dang it. Yeah, this car is transparent. Ugh. Hmm. Did not mean to scratch up the GTR so badly, so there's that. Alright. Even though those are cool poses, like, that's not bad. What the? Ain't that not a GT? Oh my god. And Strictures is back. Alright. Oh my god. Apparently, that's weird. It didn't count the skyline. That's weird. What the heck? Wait, unless you have to be... Oh, great. Unless you have to be... Unless you have to be close to each other, which... Keep in mind. Oh my goodness. Unless I have to be in a Skyline. Because I know I'm in a GTR, but dear lord, if I have to be in the Skyline, this is gonna be ridiculous. Okay. Wait, that makes no sense. If I have to be in a Skyline and it's that makes no sense. Ay, ay. Like game, there is a Skyline right near me. What? Just version 1. Is that the reason why? Oh my god. Wait, do you have a GTR? Like this version? I got confused. I'm like, why is it not counting? I'm like, unless there's street race versions. I get it. All right. I I'm like, why is it not? It's like, wait. That makes absolutely no sense. It could just. Nope. Oh my goodness. Wait, do you have the street version of the Skyline at least? Because wait. And I think Gabby went to the dealership. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I got really confused. I'm like, okay, that makes no sense. How am I supposed to take the picture? And it's like, why is it not counting the Skyline? It's like, oh, drift version. Got it. This is, yay. Next time, game people. Okay, if the crew ever gives us the photo op thing, at least give us a description on how this is supposed to work. Ay. Like, no, actually, instead of like, oh yeah, take street race versions of the two cars that may or may not. You got it? Okay. That one, I'm like, that makes no sense. How do people manage to actually get this in the first place? And it's like, oh, because they're like, oh, okay, so this is a street racing GTR version. Hmm. Oh my goodness, my bad. Here's the thing. Usually, I don't find myself falling in love with GTRs, but dear Lord, they don't look good together. Like they look really good for what it is. Even though left-hand drive Skyline aside, they're good-looking cars. All right. Boom. Wealthy collect their earned bucks. Alright. Street lineup photo ops completed. Okay. They gave me 21 grand for that? Huh. Well, that's something that's something you don't see every day. Alright. I gotta let you get yours. Get yours. Um. I can imagine someone literally just. I guess someone can't imagine someone literally literally in that match and it was like, wait, why do I hear two? Like, why do I hear some cars in the yard and they just see two GTRs in front of the statue and we're taking pictures like, what in the world? What are you doing in my backyard? It's like, crap, like crap, the owner's here, run! uh, okay, so oh great, I completely forgot about the last location that had given us in Midnight Club 3 Double Edition Remix, and that is Tokyo, or Tokyo Challenge, which things are a little bit different. When it comes to Tokyo Challenge, in order to get more money, I see, in order to get into tournaments, you have to win these city races, and these city races actually give you a chance to actually, well, give you some, give you a lot of stuff that actually come with Tokyo Challenge. So that including a lot of tournaments. So that include a rip-off version, well, not rip-off, a tuned version of a Ferrari F355, a Zonda C12S, a Nissan Sport Compact, not Sport Concept, Sport Concept, even though in the end of the day it was a Nissan Versa, which I don't get why they actually did that in the first place. Um, there was a Cobalt, there was a Hummer H3T, there was a Paul Smart 1000, there's a G35, and heck, there's even a Cadillac Coupe de Ville that was like a 70s Cadillac de Ville. So, yeah, for the most part, anyways, car list is very diverse, ranging from tuners, muscle cars, luxury, SUVs, sport bikes, choppers? Yeah, choppers was, keep in mind, choppers in Midnight Clubs are, the choppers in race games are literally diverse. Either they're really crappy or they're really good. But unfortunately, it was leaning towards crappy due to the fact that, well, choppers are meant to be, well, show bikes, not show cars. I mean, seriously, I keep seeing these in the LA Auto Show, and they're nowhere near as pointed as I thought it was. Actually, let me bring on my R34. Actually, wait for me. Alright, hey, welcome to the live stream. Enjoy it. Unfortunately, in the next couple of minutes, I'm about to end the live stream. Due to the fact that, right now it is around 1, and I have to literally, really need to make lunch, so, unfortunately, here's the thing about me, eating and gaming is kind of like texting and driving. Like, if I'm too focused on eating, then I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah, unfortunately, here's the thing, I always stream on Tuesdays. So, actually, I always stream the Crew 2 on Tuesdays, but I also stream other games such as Need for Speed, Car X, as well as GTA, and not to mention I usually do Let's Plays. So, stay tuned for that. I know that for sure. Okay, I do like how Gabby's in the R34 Z2, and I'm here with a V-Spec N1. And for those who are wondering, what the heck's the N1? The N1 is the, well, it's not a tuned up version of the R34. That is literally what Nismo is for. But this is Nissan's lightweight version, where they actually, where instead of an interesting color, they give us a give us a Shiro or a white skyline. Wait, no, it's a Shirosuka or a Shiro skyline, a white skyline. But the difference is that the car weighs less than its regular counterpart. what was I saying? Oh yeah. So oh, and then the other vehicles is literally exotics and trucks and ATVs. Um, and to that, on top of that, this is actually the first ever video game that Scion was part of the actual culture due to how customizable those cars were. And what car they had that represents them? The TC, of course. I mean, who in the world is gonna drive around in Scion XP in a game like that? Like that's not that's literally impossible. Um, Anyways, the story is, well, it wasn't there. The reason why I liked the game in the first place because it's ridiculously fun. But for the most part, there's no story. So, uh, which that was basically unfortunate. Um, and last but certainly not least, we got the summary. And so, yeah, to summarize the game, it's literally Midnight Club if they actually it's a Midnight Club if it wasn't Need for Speed game, and not to mention also sponsored by Dub. So in terms of the ratings, overall, overall game, um, overall game, it's blank until it gets to the final verdict. So locations, I gave San Diego an 8 out of 10. Um, Atlanta, 7.5 out of 10. Well, unfortunately, I changed my mind about Detroit. Detroit gets a 5.5 out of 10 due to how difficult the track was. Car list, I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10 for the most diverse car list to ever have. In terms of, I forgot about Tokyo. So Tokyo, legit gets a 10 out of 10. In terms of what's that called? So in terms of customization, it actually has something known as the Eastern Underground Syndrome, where literally every single car has the same exact parts. Well, the only difference is that with tuners, they actually have the same parts. The same goes with the SUVs, the luxury cars, and even the muscle cars. But except for the muscle cars, have a lot of diversity in terms of the customization. So with that, I give the customization for Midnight Club 3 Double Edition Remix a 6 out of 10. Story gets a 3 due to the fact that there are no the only personalities that you get are from the garage owners that you interact with. So in terms of these ratings, and with these ratings alone, I'm going to give Midnight Club 3 Division Remix an A minus. Reason being, due to the fact that it was pretty, because even though I like the car culture and not to mention the game itself, actually is pretty fun. I forgot about the difficulty. Difficulty is reasonable, so I gave that a 10 out of 10. So overall, oh snap. Oh, this is. I completely I'm sorry. I was in my own zone for a moment. I say I want to switch cars now. I'm sorry. Even though I like my V-Spec N1, I still I need to change cars. Um, yeah, that bumps it up to at least around an A. Not an A plus, but an A. If it was top of the charts, then it would have been triple S rank. But for now, it's literally an A. That's basically what it is. Um, okay, let's see. What kind of car do I want to drive around with? GT, Mustang G. We'll get RS, F-150, F-40, F-12, Cuddy. Ooh, Viper. Sorry, I'm a sucker for Vipers. Anyways. Um, well, yeah, overall, the game actually did pretty well in terms of there's no way to add to the table. Um, so that is today's in a nutshell. I think. Okay, so in terms of where we are, I think I was thinking I'll be stopping by Baron, and there's a parking lot somewhere if I can actually find it. Uh, Oh, hey, Synthwave. Unfortunately, if you had not seen me in Gran Turismo, it's because of many things. That's basically the reason why you haven't seen me in Gran Turismo in a whole while. And again, I do have my reasons, so there's that. I think around mm, helicopter site. Okay, we're going there. Oh, we have a Corvette. Nice. Okay. All right. My goodness. Oh, great. Alright, you might as well just follow the rules of the road, so that means we may or may not have to bust a U-turn in one of these in one of these well, in this highway. In uh what? Hmm. Wait. I think there's a okay, I think I know where this is supposed to lead. I do believe that's a trail? Not trail. Oh, it is a trail. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, well, no, in all seriousness, it's honest this way. Why is that? Like, what? Oh, jeez. Sorry, bad. Oh, yes. I just hope that blaze doesn't kick us out. But here's what bunch of Look at this. Stream. What in the world? I think I know what you meant to say. It's upside down. What in the world? Hold on. Okay, I don't. I can't even read up. Can't even read it upside down. What in the world? Oh my god. Alright. Can I hide the UI? Wait, no, that's. Oh, great. I think that's the instant replay. No. No. No, 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 no. No instant replay. Do not instant replay that mess. Really. Can I? Can, I don't know if I can back out of that one. Hold on. Ugh. I'm like, which one's to hide the UI? And I pressed the wrong button. Really. Huh, actually? That's not bad, actually. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Alright. Okay. I actually do like how that looks. Why is no on my gameplay? Good question. I literally tried to get out. Wait. I think I can change it. Hold on. Let's see. Pause. Menu? Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm good. Um. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this live stream. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you see next. Um, Tomorrow I'm indeed gonna be doing another. Yeah, it starts in different realities. No, it's basically I think it's within the game's code. Where for some reason it gives us for some reason it may be slowing on my gameplay, but for him it's literally like clear as day. Um, So literally tomorrow is gonna be a let's play. So there's gonna be a let's play day. So it's literally let's play Wednesday. So for the most part, I'm not doing any multiplayer, anything that's related to multiplayer on Wednesdays. Um. Anyways, you can follow me. Um. Also hit the bell notification to actually be notified on when I stream. So there's that. You can follow me on Instagram at Goddrifter247sun Productions. You can follow me on Twitter at GD247s. You can check out my Discord at Goddrifter247sun Productions Garage Museum. And last but certainly not least, you can check out my Twitch at GD247s. Anyway, uh, this is Goddrifter signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.